Our solar system is one of 500 known solar systems in the entire known galaxy. It all started 4.5 billion years ago, but that's not the topic we are here for. We are here for the contents of the solar system, and that is planets. As we all know, planets are celestial bodies that orbits around the sun, has sufficient mass for self-gravity, and has overcome rigid body forces so that it assumes a hydrostatic equilibrium. Our solar system contains three types of planets: terrestrial worlds such as Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, gas giants such as Jupiter and Saturn, and ice giants like Uranus and Neptune. Today, we will be discovering more about these planets, and we will take some time to visit each planet and get more knowledge about them. The first planet is Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet in our solar system and the nearest to the Sun. It is only slightly larger than Earth's moon, and its composition is made of approximately 70% metals and 30% silicate material. Mercury's size reaches up to 2,439 kilometers, a little more than one-third of the width of Earth. Its surface resembles the Earth's moon, scarred by many impact craters resulting from collisions with meteoroids and comets. Mercury spins slowly on its axis and completes one rotation every 59 Earth days, while its revolution takes 88 days. It is the fastest planet in both rotation and revolution time. Venus is the second planet from the Sun and our closest planetary neighbor. Like its fellow terrestrial planets, Venus has a central core, a rocky mantle, and a solid crust. Venus' atmosphere consists mainly of carbon dioxide with clouds of sulfuric acid droplets. The planet's size is around 6,051 kilometers, which is almost similar to Earth. Venus is one of just two planets that rotates from the east to the west, the other one being Uranus. It completes one rotation in 243 days, and it completes an orbit around the Sun in 225 days, or slightly less than 2 Venusian day-night cycles. The third planet is our home planet, Earth. With a radius of 3,959 miles, Earth is the biggest of the terrestrial planets and the fifth largest planet overall. It is created of 4 fundamental layers, beginning with an inward center, the planet's middle, wrapped by the external center, mantle, and hull. It has a climate that comprises 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and 1% different gases. The Earth's atmosphere shields us from a significant part of the destructive radiation coming from the Sun. As Earth orbits the Sun, it completes one rotation every 23.9 hours or 24 hours. It takes 365 days to complete one trip around the Sun. Earth's axis of rotation is tilted 23.4 degrees with respect to the plane of Earth's orbit around the Sun. This tilt causes our yearly cycle of seasons. During part of the year, the northern hemisphere is tilted toward the Sun, and the southern hemisphere is tilted away. Our fourth planet is Mars. The outer layer of Mars is a kind of rock powder. Underneath the layer of residue, the Martian outside comprises generally volcanic basalt rock. The outside layer is somewhere in the range of 6 and 30 miles thick, as indicated by NASA. The mantle that lies underneath the hull is generally lethargic. It is made up fundamentally of silicon, oxygen, iron, and magnesium that most likely has the consistency of delicate rough glue. It is most likely around 770 to 1,170 miles thick. Mars rotates on its axis, completing one revolution every 24 hours. The axis of Mars is tilted at 25 degrees and 12 minutes relative to its orbital plane. Mars completes one orbital revolution around the Sun every 1.88 Earth years. Jupiter is the fifth planet from the Sun. Its synthesis is generally made up of hydrogen and helium. Jupiter's quick movement is thought to drive electrical flows, producing the planet's incredible attractive field. The temperature can reach 90,000 degrees Fahrenheit. With a radius of 43,000 miles, Jupiter is 11 times wider than Earth. The gas planet probably has 3 unmistakable cloud layers in its skies that, taken together, length around 44 miles. The top cloud of Jupiter is presumably made of smelling salts ice, while the center layer is made of ammonium hydrosulfide, while the lowest and the deepest layer is made of water ice and fumes. Just like Jupiter, Saturn is made generally of hydrogen and helium. It is encompassed by fluid metallic hydrogen inside a layer of fluid hydrogen. Saturn also is blanketed with clouds and planets. The planet itself has many different shades of yellow, brown, and gray. With a sweep of 36,183 miles, Saturn is multiple times more extensive than Earth. Its axis is tilted by 26.72 degrees with respect to its orbit around the Sun, which is similar to Earth's 23.5 degree tilt. This means that, like Earth, Saturn experiences seasons. Saturn has the second shortest day in the solar system. One day on Saturn takes only 10.7 hours, and Saturn makes a complete orbit around the Sun in about 29.4 Earth years. The next planet is Uranus. Uranus is one of two ice Goliaths in the external closed planetary system other than Neptune. Most of the planet's mass is composed of water, methane, and smelling salts. Deeply close, the planet warms up to 9,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Uranus' atmosphere is generally hydrogen and helium, with a limited quantity of methane and hints of water and alkali. The methane gives Uranus its unmistakable blue tone. Uranus is also marginally bigger than its neighbor Neptune, yet more modest in mass. It is the second least thick planet, with a range of 15,709 miles. It is also multiple times more extensive than Earth. One day on Uranus takes about 17 hours, and it takes a full revolution around the Sun, about 84 Earth years. The last planet on the list is Neptune, which is known to be the other ice giant of the solar system due to its composition of hot, dense, icy fluid materials, usually made out of water, methane, and ammonia. Neptune does not have a solid surface. Its atmosphere is made up of mostly of hydrogen, helium, and methane, which extends to great depth, gradually merging into water and other melted ices over a heavier, solid core with about the same mass as Earth. Neptune's atmosphere is made up mostly of hydrogen and helium, with just a little bit of methane, which makes for its blue color. The size of Neptune is around 24,622 kilometers, which makes Neptune about 4 times wider than Earth. One day on Neptune takes about 16 hours, while the time it takes for Neptune to make a complete orbit around the Sun takes about 165 Earth years. Our solar system is a particular specification of planets and other space objects that is revolving around one star. And that is a special and unique place to call our home.